What's up, guys, and welcome back to WTF Sports. We're going to hop right into a Week 15 recap. Let's go.
Oh yeah. All right, yeah. As Mason said, we're doing our Week 15 recap. We do these every week. If you like this kind of stuff, like, comment, subscribe. We do them every week, and we only get better. Except for this week, we actually got a little worse from our average, but we're still better overall from last week. Last week we were 6-8. It was a bad week. Yeah, but 9-7 this week. Chiefs game. I don't even think either of us thought the Chiefs would win, but we picked them anyways. Patriots. Mason was definitely on the Bills there, and I low-key kind of was too. But what can you do?
But you chose the Patriots. Okay, buddy.
Yeah, and then Cowboys. Anyone would have picked the Cowboys? Let's be real. Let's be for real. Bucks. I think I even said that one's a toss-up just because the Falcons randomly win games.
Yeah, but that's just, man, Baker Mayfield, dude. Or just not even just Baker Mayfield. Just the entire team. What are we doing?
Yeah, their defense especially.
Yeah, their defense stinks, dude. And Todd Bowles is a defensive head coach.
Yeah, it's rough.
So what's going on there?
Speaking of weird teams here, talk about the Panthers beating the Rams and coming out and losing to the Saints.
Yeah.
It makes no sense with that team.
One second you're like, wow, okay. These guys could be making a playoff push and trying to win the division, and then they lose to the Saints, and it's like, how do you expect to win the division when you can't even hold the lead for over 2 days?
Yeah, no, it's crazy. But I mean, yeah, the right picks. Obviously, we got those right. There's not much to talk about there at all. So we're gonna move on to our best performances this week. We got quite a few teams on here. Mason, I'll let you cover them because I see the Bears on there.
Oh yeah. So obviously we got the Jaguars on here. They beat the living crap out of the Jets. Let's be real. The Jets had, I forget what his name was.
Brady Cook.
Starting at quarterback. So it's like Brady Cook. He's the Missouri rookie, isn't he? I think so.
That sounds right.
So yeah. First game in the NFL. Obviously, not a good one. Scored 20 points. Not bad. But anyways, we got the Bills coming back from a 21-0 deficit.
As they do.
To take down the Patriots. What can you say? I mean, that's the Josh Allen way. It's the Josh Allen way. Find a way to win a game when it looks like you're snatching victory out of the jaws of defeat.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And that's actually, what's funny? The next team used to snatch defeat out of the jaws of victory. So, but this year is different, right? 10 wins for the Chicago Bears. First time since 2018 that they have reached double-digit wins. So, what can you say? Obviously the best team in the league. Yeah, well, one thing you can say about the Bears is that they just put up 31 points against the number 2 defense in the NFL. So
that is true.
A formidable offense, if you ask me. And Myles Garrett had 1.5 sacks, and he was looking to have the record.
Which he will hit.
He will hit.
Yeah.
He wanted it against us. It wasn't going to happen. It wasn't going to happen. We weren't going to let it happen.
Yeah.
But anyways, the Broncos beat the Packers. Now, I know that they really pulled away after Micah Parsons tore his ACL. But it takes a lot to beat that defense, and they did it. So, good on the Broncos. Thank you, actually, to the Broncos, because now we're back in number 1 for the NFC North. So, I'll take it. And then, obviously, the Ravens beat the snot out of the hopeless Bengals. I mean, goodness gracious, once you think oh, okay, now they're back on, they can make a playoff push, try to win the division, since the division's so scary over there in the AFC North. Yeah, obviously the Bengals weren't in it, got shut out 24-0. Brody, I'll let you cover the last one.
All right, Texans. They came out I don't remember who they played, but I know they beaten four Cardinals. Ooh, yeah, my guys in our division. You know, I would say I'm happy that they beat them. They're like 3 wins. It doesn't matter to us at all. But they beat them 40-20. Their defense just defense all over the Cardinals. Their offense just offensed all over they offended the Cardinals, you could even say.
Yeah.
Eagles, as Mason would say, they beat the snot out of the Raiders, 31-0.
Yes.
Yeah, 31-0. Not to say Jalen Hurts still didn't look that great. I still think Jalen Hurts is the most overrated quarterback in the league, and I'll hate on him every chance I get. But they did kill them. Especially, I think their defense too. I mean, they're playing Kenny Pickett. What do you expect? The Rams. Why am I playing? Kenny Pickett was starting. He started for the Raiders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to Geno?
I think he's just injured.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. Kenny Pickett was the starter.
I didn't know if he got benched or something, because that would make sense.
It would make sense, but for Kenny Pickett, you're paying Geno $31 million a year. You might as well start him.
Yeah.
That
was a mistake.
Hopes are. Yeah, I know. Thank God we traded him. I was saying that. I'm like, there's no way we're paying him that money. He's not that good. Anyways, Rams. I don't even remember who the Rams played. I know they won though, and they won. They played the Lions. That's right. They beat them simply put, they won.
Well, they were losing in the first half actually.
Yeah, because I think Stafford threw a pick six to Hutchinson, or not a pick six, but interception to Hutchinson, and then
there was some problems there in the first half. They were down.
I saw Puka drop a pass.
They were down 10 points at one point, and then they scored a field goal to come back within 7, and then it was all Rams from there.
Yeah, they rammed. They I don't know if I can say that on here. But they won. Steelers, they also I didn't watch the game on Monday, but I know they beat the Dolphins, which is not that crazy of an accomplishment, but at the same time it's like
the Dolphins were hot.
Yeah, but at the same time they were playing in cold weather, and we know the Dolphins can't play in cold weather.
Okay, fair enough.
But still, the Dolphins have been on like a 4-game streak, I think. So seeing them lose is interesting. Moving on to our worst or overly bad performances, to not be mean. Cardinals, they sucked. They were bad. They lost by 20 to the Texans. The defense did nothing. Their offense did even less. The Jets, they sucked. They lost. They let Trevor Lawrence score 6 touchdowns. One of them being a rushing and 5 of them being passing. They let Trevor Lawrence do that to them. They let Brian Thomas Jr. get his 2nd touchdown of the year. Or his first of the... No, I think his second is like week 1. I think that was him. Dolphins. They let the Steelers steal the win. I don't know.
Yeah.
Browns. Mason, I'll let you get the Browns at the end, because I know you want to talk about the Browns.
Yeah, obviously 3 points in the loss against an okay Bears defense, which actually played pretty good, pretty incredibly against the Browns. Now the Browns offense has been hot. Obviously, Shedeur Sanders almost threw for 400 yards last game, and then came out against the Bears defense, and I don't want to brag or anything, but the guy that almost just threw for 400 yards threw for only like 170 something.
Bear down.
And he also got sacked 5 times. Ooh. And he also threw 3 interceptions. So, there was people saying, Shedeur Sanders will outplay Caleb Williams in this game. Yeah, okay. We saw how that changed.
Shedeur is who we thought he was.
Yeah. So, the Raiders, man, there's no argument for those guys. They just stink, dude. They stunk with Geno Smith. They stink without Geno Smith. I mean, 0 points, dude. You can't get past that. And I forgot to put the Bengals.
Yeah, I was about to say honorable mention to the Bengals, who also scored 0 points.
Yeah, I should have put the Bengals on here too. I just didn't think about it. My bad. They were that bad. I just didn't put them on here. Anyways, they make the overly bad performances. The Cowboys, really, against J.J. McCarthy and the Vikings, you allowed 34 points.
That's crazy.
What are we doing? What are we doing? Goodness gracious. And then, of course, we got to talk about the Panthers because they lost to the Saints.
That's going to get you on this list no matter what.
Yeah. They lost to the Saints, dude. And the Saints are easily one of the worst teams in the league. And shoot. I don't know who holds the number one pick right now, but
It's not the Titans, is it?
could go to anybody.
Let's give it to the Seahawks.
Titans might actually.
I think they do. Current contenders, right? I think these are the best teams in each division, in our opinion. I think the Bears are the best. Rams and Seahawks are really just neck and neck. They're both probably the best two teams in the NFC. Eagles are pretty much without contention. And then right now it's the Bucks or the Panthers, but really they both kind of suck. They're not suck, but they're both like equally not. They're
Equally not good.
bad good.
They're not. I am
they're
not
good
afraid of either team.
Yeah, neither would I. Like if I see them on a record, like okay, we're winning that on our schedule. But then the Broncos, clearly the best team in that division. That division's horrible this year. Not horrible, actually. The Chiefs just suck, which we love to see.
The Chargers are okay.
Yeah. I was thinking of the next division, which is the AFC North. That division blows. Steelers are winning it right now. I still think the Ravens are the best team in the division. Do I think any of them are good? No. But I don't know. Patriots.
Yeah, I remember you saying that the Bengals would come back and win the division.
Shut up. Which really, had they won the Bills game, which they should have won, they would have had a win there. And then that would have helped Joe Burrow's confidence, so he would have won this last game. So I was right. It's just Joe Burrow threw 2 back-to-back interceptions. Patriots, I think them or the Bills, the best team in their division, clearly. I don't know. I want to say the Patriots are better. Obviously, they're on this list. No, I don't know. I don't even know who's better. They're both really good.
They are both really good, and I think that the problem here is that the Bills are more experienced.
Yeah.
When it comes to this time of year, so
we'll see how the Patriots do in the playoffs.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm very curious. And the Texans, it's either them or the Jags. Colts were there for most of the year. They fell off hard. Though Phillip Rivers did not play terribly for a 44-year-old who hasn't played in 5 years. Like his only touchdown in the game was because of him. I mean, he didn't play bad. I mean, he didn't play amazing, but he didn't play bad. But I think the Texans are probably the best team there. Their offense is. Jags are good. Jags are really good, but. Yeah. I don't know. It's them or the Texans for sure. But then moving on to our power rankings. We have the Jags at 7, which is kind of funny because they're over the Texans. Bills are also over the Patriots. But, I mean, if you look, we got Rams at 1. I see a lot of people put, like, Broncos at 1, Rams at 3 or something. I think Rams are at 1. I don't know why people do anything other than that. Bears at 4, Bills 5. Those are some big ones. Chiefs down at 22. Yes! Love to see it. We make the list, but I still love to see it. You know, Steelers 16. Nothing too crazy here. No team. I mean, you wouldn't expect to see the Jags.
Yeah, the Seahawks at 32.
Whoa.
Second best team. I made that change. I made that change without you realizing.
I'd be really sad. Our kicker alone is better than the bottom 23 teams. So,
you're right.
Or 23 to the end, I think. Yeah. But yeah, that's our power rankings. This was our playoff picture last week, right? We saw the Chiefs, the Bengals, the Dolphins, Ravens, Colts all in the hunt for the AFC. The Vikings were still there. Rams are at 1, Bears at 7. That's crucial. Remember that. Rams at 1, Bears at 7. This is this week. Rams are still at 1, Bears are at 2. Yeah. Bears are just ping-ponging around that bracket.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's definitely interesting. I mean,
also,
what can you say? Back and forth.
Yeah, they're in there though. And then the Ravens and the Colts both got taken out of the playoffs. So did the Panthers, actually. No.
Oh, the Vikings are out of the hunt.
The Vikings are out of the hunt. Bengals and Chiefs are both out of the hunt. And then right now, the Colts and the Ravens are both out of the playoffs. They were both in there last week for winning the AFC North in, I think, the 7th seed.
Well,
Colts were in there. Never mind. I lied.
Yeah, neither were the Ravens.
Wow. My bad, guys. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Brody doesn't know how to read.
Yeah. No, my comprehension's not all there. We'll move on to our fantasy predictions for the week. Our fantasy kind of, we did pretty good with our good options, actually. James Cook, T. Higgins were both great picks. Michael Wilson was a good pick. Rico Dowdle, actually, any of our running backs are solid. They'll get you by, especially Cook. Stafford, every week's going to be a good pick. Joe Burrow, though, did not play good. Our tight ends and defenses weren't good. But Joe Burrow kind of, he did not do good. Neither did Bucky Irving, but CMC, JSN, Jamar Chase, Trey McBride, Saquon Barkley, they all came back clutched up for us, putting us at a total of 155 on the week. Last week we got 157, so down a little bit, but 155 is still pretty good. You take that for a team. Granted, if you have this team in your league, you're maybe in a one-man league. I just don't see how anyone would have JSN, Jamar Chase, Trey McBride, and CMC. But
well, I have JSN, Jonathan Taylor, what's his face, the running back for the Bills. Oh, James Cook.
I think I also have them, and Josh Allen, and Trey McBride.
And I have Dak Prescott.
Yeah, that's in a 7-man league too. That's great. We're gonna move on. Our parlay leg results. Joe Burrow. I did bad this week. Joe Burrow kind of, like I said, did not play good. Drake May had like 150. Shedeur had 150. Rivers had like 120. Bucky Irving had 60 yards. He was 2 yards off. Abuka, though, and Evans both kind of smashed theirs. I think Abuka had around 70, and Evans, he had a good game. He had at least 10. Then Brissett had 40. But, over 37 is pretty free for Brissett because he'd be passing. But
yeah, they have the run game, so.
Exactly. Literally all the running backs are injured. And then best team of the week, Eagles. And this is a matchup. Usually it kind of ends up this way. Just best team of the worst team of the week. Raiders got shut out. Eagles shut them out. But yeah, player of the week and fantasy player of the week, it's finally his year. Tight end 1, Kyle Pitts. Is he going to play bad next week? Yeah, probably. But with Kirk Cousins, he plays good, I guess. He scored 3 touchdowns and like 100-some yards. He had a really good game. Like
166 yards.
Yeah, career highs for him in every respect. And
brother, you're so lucky.
Why is that? You
are so lucky because if freaking Trevor Lawrence passed for just like 10 more yards, he would.
Oh yeah, he was like to a point behind.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Brody was literally like jumping out his pants. For Kyle Pitts, bro.
I wanted it to be Pitts so bad because I think it'd be hilarious because like everyone's like, oh, this is his year for sure. I'm gonna draft him. He'll play good, and he never does. He still hasn't been good this year, but he finally had a good week, so I can put him as a fantasy player of the week. And to be real, he probably was the player of the week too. He really did win them that game. Without Pitts, they would have lost. So, you could have maybe said Josh Allen. Actually, Josh Allen would have been a perfectly fine pick there too.
Yeah.
But, nah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this kind of content, like, subscribe, comment, please. It helps us out. We'll read them all if you do. Not that we ever really get any, but if you do, we'll read them. Yeah. I guess Mason, you want anything? I gotta give you your 2 cents.
Like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm. Get us up there. The more you like and the more you interact with our content, the more you see it on your recommended, and the more it pushes it out to other people's recommended. So do it. It's free. And if you like this video, then you want to see more, right?
Exactly.
Twice a week, man. You'll see us. So just keep interacting. It's free, like we said. And yeah, we really appreciate it. Anyways, I think that's it, Brody.
Yep.
All right. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Later.